Lesson 10, factual, negative factual, and inference questions. B, negative factual questions. Negative factual questions ask you which answer choice is not true according to the conversation or lecture or is not mentioned in the conversation or lecture. Here is part of one of these of the lectures from the listening preview test and a negative factual question about it. Sample item 3.
Listen to part of a student presentation in an astronomy class.
Okay, now here's a really strange fact about Venus. It takes Venus only 225 Earth days to go around the Sun, as opposed to the Earth, which of course takes 365 days, what we call a year. But Venus turns around on its axis really slowly. Really slowly. It takes 243 Earth days to spin around completely. The Earth takes, you guessed it, 24 hours. This means that a day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. In fact, a day on Venus is longer than on any planet in the solar system. Longer even than on those big gas planets like Jupiter. And here's something else weird. All the planets of the solar system turn on their axis in the same direction as they orbit the Sun. All, except Venus, of course. It has what's called a retrograde spin.
Which of the following is not true about the length of a day on Venus?
Choice 1 is true. It is longer than Earth Day. Day on Venus is longer than Earth Day. Choice 1 is not the best answer. An Earth Day lasts 24 hours, while a day on Venus lasts 243 Earth days. Choice 2 is the best answer because it is not true. A day on Venus is longer than an Earth year. A day on Venus, 243. Earth year, 365. A 3 year lasts 365, but day on Venus lasts 243 days. Choice 3 is true. Day on Venus shorter than a Venus year. Venus year 225. Yeah, a day on Venus lasts 225. A year on Venus 243. A year on Venus. A year on Venus lasts 243 Earth days, but a day on Venus lasts 225 Earth days. Choice 4 is also true. The speaker said, in fact, a day on Venus is longer even than those big gas planets like Jupiter. A day on Venus is longer. It's not true. A day on Venus is longer. A day on Venus is longer. There will probably be 2 or 3 negative questions per listening section. Inference questions. Inference questions ask you to make a conclusion based on information in the conversation or lecture. These questions can be phrased in a number of ways. Conversations: what does the man-woman imply about? What can be inferred from the man-woman's comments about? What does the man-woman suggest about? What does the professor imply about? What can be inferred? What conclusion? Infer, conclusion, imply. Here is a part of lecture from the listening preview test and an inference question about it. Sample item 4. Questions: what does the speaker imply about moose?
Listen to part of a lecture in a biology class.
Lots of the mammals that live in the taiga migrate to warmer climates once cold weather sets in. But there are some year-round residents. Among the predators, the animals that hunt other animals, there are Arctic foxes, wolves, bears, martens, and ermines. There's one thing all these predators have in common. The ones that live there all year round, they all have thick, warm fur coats, don't they? This heavy fur keeps them toasty in the winter. Of course, on the downside, it makes them desirable to hunters and trappers. Some of these predators survive the winter by hibernating, by sleeping right through it. Bears, for example. And some change colors. You've heard of the ermine, right? In the summer, the ermine is dark brown, but in the winter it turns white. That makes it hard to spot, so it can sneak up on its prey. Then, what sorts of herbivores live up there? What do the predators eat to stay alive? There's the moose, of course. But only young moose are at risk of being attacked. The adult moose is the biggest, strongest animal found in the taiga, so a predator would have to be feeling pretty desperate to take on one of these. Mostly, predators hunt smaller prey, like snowshoe rabbits, voles, lemmings.
What does the speaker imply about moose?
There is no information in the lecture to indicate whether or not moose are dangerous to humans, so choice 1 is not correct. The best answer is choice 2. The speaker says only young moose are at risk of being attacked. The adult moose is the biggest, strongest animal found in taiga, so a predator would have to be feeling pretty desperate to take on one of these. Jadi moose yang kecil itulah yang dikejar sama predator. Moose yang besar tidak dikejar sama predator karena predatornya sendiri yang putus asa untuk attack, menyerang karena ukurannya moose yang besar itu dia kuat. Predator mencari biasanya yang lebih kecil dari dia. This indicates that adult moose are not in much danger from predator. There is no information to support the idea. In choice 3, yep, no enough information to choice 3. They have almost vanished from the taiga. No, that the moose is endangered in taiga. The speaker said that the thick fur of predator is prized, but the moose is in herbivore, not a predator, and there is no indication that moose hide is especially valuable to hunters. So choice 4 is not correct. Because of the value of their hides, they are often hunted. There will probably be 3 to 5 inference questions per listening section.